If you're wondering which small mice for gaming are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it. Razer Orochi V2. This tiny wireless beast weighs only 60 grams and rocks an impressive 18,000 DPI sensor with up to 450 inches per second tracking speed, making it damn near perfect for small hands and fingertip grip. The battery life is absolutely insane at 425 hours using the 2.4 GHz wireless dongle, and you can even use either AA or AAA batteries to customize the weight balance. The only real downside is there's no RGB lighting, but who needs that fancy light show when you're destroying noobs in first-person shooters anyway? Would I buy it? Yes, this mouse is basically perfect for small hands and the battery life is ridiculous. Logitech G703. This cute little right-handed mouse comes with some pretty disappointing specs. Only 8,200 DPI maximum sensitivity, which feels like we're back in 2015. The 40-hour battery life is pretty pathetic compared to other wireless mice, but at least it has that sweet pastel aesthetic with RGB lighting if you're into that sort of thing. The click latency is actually amazing though, beating out most competitors in its class. Would I buy it? No. The specs are too weak for the price, and that battery life is just sad. Razer Viper Mini. For 40 bucks, you get a lightweight 61-gram mouse with optical switches rated for 50 million clicks and a decent 8,500 DPI sensor. The build quality is surprisingly good for the price, though some users complain about high liftoff distance issues which can be annoying in first-person shooters. The cable is actually really nice and flexible, almost feels wireless with a bungee. Would I buy it? Yes, it's stupid cheap for what you get, and performs way better than it should at this price point. Glorious Model D- wireless. This 65-gram wireless mouse has excellent click latency and a comfortable right-handed shape that's perfect for small to medium hands. The battery life kind of sucks, and the software is about as stable as a drunk person walking on ice, but damn, those PTFE feet glide smoother than butter on a hot pan. The build quality is actually pretty decent, though some users report squeaking issues after a few months of use. Would I buy it? Maybe a great performance, but that software might drive you insane. Pulsar X-Lite 5 Mini. This tiny 55-gram wireless beast feels like your hand is literally floating on the mousepad, and it's built so well you won't hear a single creak despite being lighter than my will to live. The sensor performs flawlessly with zero stutters or spinouts, though the side buttons feel a bit mushy compared to the rest of the mouse. Would I buy it? Yes, because it's basically a perfect small ergonomic wireless mouse if you can get over the holes in the shell. Redragon M711 Cobra. This budget warrior comes with a surprisingly good build quality and a shape similar to the Logitech G403, making it comfortable for all grip types. Well, unless you've got baby hands trying to claw grip this thing. The cable is about as flexible as a frozen rope, and the sensor overshoots the set CPI by 20%, but hey, what do you expect for 20 bucks? Would I buy it? Maybe if I was really tight on cash and didn't mind doing some CPI math. Logitech G305. This egg-shaped wireless mouse runs on a single AA battery that lasts so damn long you might forget it even needs batteries, though it makes the mouse feel a bit heavy at 99 grams. The sensor performs amazingly well with no lag whatsoever, but the lack of USB-C charging in 2024 makes it feel like it's stuck in the past. Would I buy it? Yes, because it's basically the Nokia 3310 of gaming mice, reliable, simple, and refuses to die. Razer Death Adder 2 Mini. At 62 grams, this tiny version of the classic Death Adder shape comes with a great cable and solid build quality, though the sensor maxes out at only 8,500 CPI, which is pretty low for a modern gaming mouse. The included grip tape is nice, but the lift-off distance settings are wonky and sometimes don't work properly. Would I buy it? No, because there are better options at this price point with more features and better sensors. HyperX Pulsefire Haste 2 Mini Wireless. The mouse feels great in hand with its ergonomic design and smooth PTFE skates that glide nicely on most surfaces, plus it's pretty light at 59 grams. The battery life is solid at 100 hours, and it has both Bluetooth and 2.4 GHz wireless connectivity, but the polling rate maxes out at just 1000 Hz, which is kinda disappointing for 2025. The clicks have a bit more resistance than I'd like, and the low friction feet might be too slippery for some games. Would I buy it? Yes, it's a great value for what you get, and the build quality is excellent. Lamzu Atlantis Mini 4K. This tiny beast weighs only 51 grams and comes with a PixArt Paw 3395 sensor that's incredibly accurate and consistent, plus it supports up to 4000 Hz polling rate out of the box. The battery life at 4000 Hz is pretty weak though, lasting only about 25 hours, and the software is a bit confusing with some settings not properly explained. The symmetrical shape is perfect for claw grip users, and the build quality is solid with minimal flex. Would I buy it? Maybe a amazing performance, but that battery life at 4000 Hz is rough. Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2. They've updated this classic with new hybrid optical switches and the Hero 2 sensor, plus it now has USB-C charging and supports up to 8000 Hz polling. The clicks are significantly heavier than the original model, requiring 96 grams of force compared to 66 grams, which might be a deal breaker for some. The battery life is solid at 95 hours, but that drops to 51 hours if you crank up the polling rate to 2000 Hz. Would I buy it? No, it's good, but damn, $160 for a mouse with heavier clicks? No thanks. Dharmashark M3 Micro. This tiny 42-gram mouse packs some serious tech with its Paw 3395 sensor and support for up to 8000 Hz polling rate, plus it has 3 connectivity modes including Bluetooth. The battery life is decent at 84 hours, and it's specifically designed for small to medium hands with dimensions of 105.5 by 54.6 by 33.5 millimeters. The build quality is surprisingly good for the price, with no creaking or flexing of the shell. Would I buy it? Yes, it's an incredible value at $70 with flagship features and solid build quality. Endgame Gear OP 18K. This tiny beast weighs just 50.5 grams and rocks an 8000 Hz polling rate that actually works as advertised, making it one of the most responsive mice I've ever used. The clicks feel amazing with those Kyle 8GX switches, and the build quality is surprisingly solid for such a lightweight mouse, though the software looks like it was made in 1995. The lack of wireless might be a deal breaker for some, but the super flexible cable makes up for it. Would I buy it? Yes, the performance is just too good to pass up at this price point. Logitech G703. This budget warrior might look basic, but don't let that fool you. It's packing surprisingly good build quality and crispy clicks for around 40 bucks. The sensor maxes out at 8000 DPI, which is more than enough for most people, though the rubber cable feels like it's from the Stone Age. If you've got bigger hands, this mouse might feel like a toy, but for small to medium hands, it's perfect for claw or fingertip grip. Would I buy it? Maybe. It's a fantastic value, but there are better options if you can spend more. Fantech Aria XD7. This egg-shaped cutie is basically what the Logitech G305 wishes it could be, coming in at just 59 grams with a top-tier Paw 3395 sensor. The battery life kind of sucks at only 27 hours on wireless, and the build quality feels a bit cheap when you squeeze it hard, but the performance is absolutely insane for the price. The clicks are super satisfying with those Kyle GM 8.0 switches. Would I buy it? Yes, it's a killer value with premium performance. Fnatic X Lamzu Maya 8K. This orange beauty is stupid light at 45 grams and rocks that fancy 8000 Hz polling rate with a Paw 3950 sensor. The battery life tanks from 80 hours to 20 hours when using 8000 Hz, but at least it looks sick in that signature Fnatic orange. The software feels cheap and the bottom plate design is questionable, but damn if this isn't one of the best performing mice I've used. Would I buy it? Maybe amazing performance, but the battery life hit at 8000 Hz is rough. SteelSeries Aerox 3. This ultralight wireless gaming mouse weighs just 66 grams and feels like you're holding air, with a honeycomb design that keeps your sweaty gamer hands cool during those intense gaming sessions. The TrueMove Air sensor delivers lightning-fast precision for those sweet headshots in Counter-Strike, though the build quality feels a bit flimsy with some creaking when you squeeze it too hard. But hey, at least it won't break when you rage quit and throw it across the room thanks to its surprising durability. Would I buy it? Yes, despite its flaws, the combination of ultra lightweight design and precise tracking makes it a solid choice for competitive gaming, especially if you have smaller hands. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the small mice for gaming for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.